All right, let's kick it off. I see we have 21 people right now. Awesome to have you guys here. I see Jessica was the first one to comment. I see, I can't pronounce your name. Uh, Guaranico or Alessandro. I'm Alessandro, 29 from Naples. I can open a 60-room hotel or start a Skool community. No audience yet. Which one should you choose? You should choose whatever you want to do. Or you can do both. Why not? Well, welcome everybody. And this, I really have no agenda for this live stream. Like, it's more so we can see what happens. I can highlight everybody like this. Best regards from Jeremy. That's really, really cool. The man, the myth, the legend. Excited to learn. Let's go. Nice to have you here, Jackie. And yeah, we can talk about anything about school, online courses, entrepreneurship, life, whatever we want. And I set aside an hour, and but mainly school. Like, school is fun. That's what I do all day, every day. And Danilo said, your early bird strategy is awesome, Max. Why you simply didn't open classroom inside the community versus opening new school group? What would you change next time? I actually saw, Danilo, I saw your comment in the free group as well when I was at the gym earlier today. So it's funny that I see this comment again. Well, we so he is basically referring to a video that I released. I can actually plug that video. Let's see here. It's a video. I'm not selling anything here. Like, if you just go to my YouTube channel, which you're already on right now watching this, if you go to my most recent videos, this one, I created a 40-minute long video on how I do launches on Skool. And it's a really good time to do a launch right now because we're in Q4. And, you know, a lot of businesses make 30 to 40% of their revenue in Q4. That's why it's Black Friday and Cyber Monday and holidays and all of that stuff, right? So go watch that video and learn how we do launches. It's pretty good. And so you basically asked, why simply didn't you open a classroom inside the community versus opening a new school group? So we wanted to do, because you want to get leads essentially, right? When you do a launch, it's really good to have like a separate page somewhere where people can opt in to become an early bird. And they normally you do it free. So you do like name and email, you get them on a list, and then you can announce it to them earlier. If you only have a classroom in a community, you can't really do that, right? You don't really, I guess you could see who's in the classroom, but it can be a bit confusing. So it's just easier, I think. Maybe that's a good idea though. Maybe you see something I don't. But just either have a separate landing page, people can opt in, or what we did is that we just started a separate Skool community, and we charged $1 for the Skool community when we did the pre-launch, which I just wanted to test that. And a good thing with that as well, if you're selling on Skool, if you get people who are not yet on Skool and they join your wait list and they pay $1 for it, not only are they on Skool now, but they also have their credit card on Skool. So if they do decide buying your thing when you do the launch, they can just buy it with a click, essentially. What would you change next time if you launch same campaign? I would probably do it a little bit more in advance. We did like 3 or 4 days before the actual launch. And also, just see if the offers can become even better and better. But probably just hyping up the launch a little bit more in advance, probably. We didn't have too much time. I see Maxwell. Welcome. Imran. Moving to Florida or California. The initial idea was to move to California, but we are most likely ending up in Florida, actually. Mainly because of, yeah, like I've been hearing both. Some people love California. Some people don't like the business laws in California, and it's high taxes, obviously. Some people really like Florida, or say California, sorry. Like, California is more expensive, and some people don't like the business laws there for some reason, back and forth. And then Florida is obviously a little bit more beneficial when it comes to taxes. And yeah, so we're 99.99% going to end up in Florida. And then who knows what happens in the future? Maybe we move around. But yes. What do you guys think? Florida or California? Arda, yo Max, Arda, you also won the competition last month, and we owe you $600. I'm gonna send you those $600 today because I got the link to your Skool community last night. So congratulations on the $600, Arda. What's your thought on the soon coming tiers? So tiers is gonna be very, very interesting and very, very good. And we have some really, really cool plans for tiers for ourselves, um, for our free community, believe it or not. And also, what I'm gearing up to right now is that I'm actually rebuilding our free course. If everything goes to plan, November 15th, I will launch a new free course in our free community, and I will give away a lot of good stuff for free. And we're also rebuilding our paid course. And we're going to teach about tiers in there as well. And we have a new plan coming on that. So if you're in our free community, right now in our free community, we have like 5 videos that are kind of informational. I can actually go through this. Can be a little of a what you call it, reveal the news before it's really revealed. It's called a news. Oh fuck, I'm blanking out. But anyways, if we go to our Skool community, or actually I can share it here. So when we did have our free course, and when I first launched in 2024, I had a 7-hour free course in here where we were teaching low ticket. And also, if you go back to my YouTube channel, that YouTube channel or that free course became my most viewed video on my YouTube channel as well. I posted a year ago, a little bit over a year ago, and it got a lot of views. And it was like a 7-hour free course on Skool where we were teaching mainly how to sell monthly. And then we moved to selling annual instead, right? So we changed the way we're selling it. And then I redid the course in the free community. So right now in our free community, we have what we call the course launchpad, right? And it's like 5 videos. It's like an hour and 50 minutes in total. Is it informational? Yes. I'm basically making the case why it's good to go into Skool and why I believe it's better to sell annual pricing versus monthly pricing. So it is informational, but it's not that actionable. And so, yes, I'm redoing our entire course, both for the free and for the paid. And the new free one that's going to come out, if everything goes to plan on November 15th, will be a banger free course. I will include a lot in there. So if people liked our free course, the initial one I did in 2024, which got a lot of views on YouTube and people really liked it, this new one is going to be next level. That's what I'm shooting for, at least. It's definitely going to be the best course I've ever built and have given away for free as well. So I'm very excited about that. Let's see, GM or Terra del Fuego. I don't know what that means. I have a school for homeschoolers. I figuring out my transformation now. Still thinking about when and how I will monetize. That's cool. Like, a lot of people want to do homeschooling. Homeschooling is, we went and visited one of our customers, Hunter, in Missouri earlier, like 3 weeks ago, and he homeschooled his kids. And he said that there's like a big trend as well. Like, a lot of people want to learn how to do it. So maybe the thing is to learn parents how to do homeschooling. Might be the thing. I would just look at what people are searching for on YouTube. Just open a paid community on Skool. Considering opening a free community, that would be a place for my funneled traffic to land and enter my world. Curious on your thoughts on free to paid. I think this is really, 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 really good. So again, if we circle back to what we used to do and what we're doing now. So we used to do this. So we used to do traffic to free, and then we were using different strategies. Like, we had a course in here in our free community. We were making posts in the free. We did like calls. We did webinars. We did DM people who joined our free. And we also sending email to people who joined the free, right? And then we were selling a monthly package here. It says annual, but we were selling it for lower monthly pricing. And we were mainly like converting it without calls. We had a free into monthly and annual price, but lower ticket. And we did that. And then we moved over to this because we started to notice that selling information on monthly can be tough because you have churn, right? And if you're selling a transformation, let's say somebody wants to learn how to ride a bike. So there's a market out there who want to learn how to ride a bike. And when they go through your course, they will learn how to ride a bike. And let's say it takes them a month or 2 months. Let's say it takes 3 months for somebody who doesn't know how to ride a bike and do that. So when you're selling information, or when you're selling transformations, really, because you're buying into a course to get somewhere, to solve a problem, right? So let's say you join the paid and it costs $100 per month, and then after 3 months you learn how to ride a bike. After you've learned how to ride the bike after 3 months, you don't really. It does make sense to continue to be in a community where you've already completed the transformation, right? It makes sense to pay monthly if you're getting endless entertainment like Netflix, or if you're using a software. But that's the problem I see with selling info or courses or transformations on a monthly price, because when somebody completes the transformation, completes the course, why would you continue to pay for it? So you're churning members, you're losing members, right? So we're like, okay, we're just going to go into selling annual. And when you sell annual, it's kind of hard to sell an annual ticket price or selling something a little bit more expensive for an annual fee upfront without doing a phone call. So you really have to do like a sales call to be able to sell that. So we went all in on that, and we kind of, instead of bringing our traffic into the free group as we did here, to refer back to a question, we were like, okay, we're just going to send traffic directly to our funnel. But then, like, we started looking at where do we get our customers from, and like, yeah, what does that look like? And we're getting like 40% of our customers from Skool and our free community, and 40% from YouTube. So really what we're doing right now is something more like this. So we're still running our traffic to our free community, and this is why we want to redo our free community as well and make the free course in here just really, really, really good. And so we build trust and credibility in the free, exactly what you're saying, right? Like entering your world. And then from here, we can then promote for people to book a call, and then we can sell annual price to our actual paid course. And yeah, also, let's see if I can stop sharing here. Yeah, so Jesse, I think it's really, really good. So the way you sell more, in my opinion, the best way to sell more is just to give free value upfront, and you can do that with, you can do it with PDFs, you can do it with ebooks, you can do it with YouTube videos, or you can do it with a free Skool community and build a course. So the power of building a course is that, can you do it on YouTube? Yes, but then you have a bunch of videos sporadically all over the place. What's really good about a course on Skool is that you're actually helping them go through transformation step by step. So they can kind of glue together to fix the transformation themselves if they're just on YouTube. But if you plan out a course, then it's just like, I do this, then I do this, then I do this, then I do this. And at the end of it, I have achieved X transformation. And then if you want to continue the transformation and go even further, well, then I have this to offer to you, and that's going to cost X amount of money. But now you at least know that I have something good from the free, and you hopefully like me now, trust me now, and believe that I have something of value. And yeah, so I think what you're planning, Jesse, is really, really good. I would consider, though, instead of selling monthly, I would consider selling annual. And yeah, because again, because of the what I explained earlier, with when you're selling info one monthly, it's, people leave after they've completed the transformation. Um, doing the same. Okay, cool. 2 community free and paid. Yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Fasting Skool. That's cool. I'm that guy that went all in and quit his career and got the Grand Slam. I have the time clock against me. From the people who have came out of the gates hot with course, what did they have in common? Okay, good question. So, and I saw your post as well. You're going all in, and yeah, like, the good thing is that you have some fire under your butt to make it happen. And yeah, let us know how we can help as much as possible, obviously. And to answer your question, from the people who came out of the gates hot with course, what do they have in common? Like, a lot of them ask a lot of questions. That's definitely a big one. Also, because really the secret, if there is one in business, if you ask me, is not the tech or the buttons you push or what strategy you're using. All of that is good, and obviously a better strategy works better than a bad strategy. But really what it comes down to is just like, there's people here and they want to get to here. And like, do we have something to sell that they want? That's basically what it is. If Apple releases a new iPhone, a lot of people want to buy it because they want the iPhone. It's not because of them spending a bunch of money on advertising per se or whatever it is. It's just like, do you sell something that people really, really want? And fasting, just like under like reading the name of your school, Fasting Skool, are there a lot of people who want to learn how to fast or are interested in fasting? Yes, there is. Absolutely. But then it's also, how do we promote it? Do we promote it to everybody? Do we promote it to just men or to just females? Or do we promote it to athletes? I don't know. Or is it what's the price? What's the offer? Um, so I think the people who work or who makes the most of money fast or succeed fast with courses, I would say they just have a good product market fit, and that's easier said than done. So that's probably where, if I were you now right now, that's where I would spend most of my time. Like, to have a really really good offer, yeah, to the right people. Just got a paid member to my school while watching this. That's sick. That's amazing. Congrats. What do you think of the new updates on Skool, the tiers and so on? How would you apply these? Yes. So, when it comes to selling a paid Skool community with tiers, I wouldn't. I think it just makes it easier to have just a paid, just an annual, and you're selling it for $500 per year, $1,000 per year, two, three, four, five, even up to $10,000 is what you can charge on Skool, right? I think for your main product, I think the best thing is just to have one price. Um, but what's really interesting with tiers is that you can use this thing what Skool calls the freemium, right? So people can access the course for free. They can access maybe the calls for free as well. But then you could have some other tiers that they could buy, some bonuses. And I'm not going to say too much on this because this is going to be in the course that I get out on November 15th. And to be honest with you, I just want to make sure that I'm finalizing exactly how we're going to do it and the plans. But tiers and freemium communities, it's going to open up a lot of very interesting ideas. And if you know about a tripwire funnel, without saying too much, maybe you know where I'm going with this. So if you know what a tripwire funnel is, it could be used in something similar to that. What if, okay, I'm actually gonna spill some beans here. What if you could have a free community and you scale that free community with, let's say, ads? And what if the freemium community helps you recoup the ad spend? Would that be cool? What if you could just spend ads on growing a free community while getting money back to continue growing it? That's interesting. Who knows? Who knows? Jason, hi. I plan to start my Skool community this coming week about how to use YouTube to get real estate clients, buyers, and sellers. Do you recommend to start with a free membership? Yes, Jason, absolutely. I think building trust and credibility with a free Skool community is amazing. If you decide to sell low ticket or if you decide to sell annual, a little bit more high ticket, which I definitely think you should do, like just having a plan. If you look at Hormosa, right? What did Hormosa do? He just did a book launch, did 107 million or whatever it was in 24, 48 or hours, whatever it was. Like, he spent years providing free value on all of his socials. So if we're launching, and that was the same when I launched my now course, we call it, right? My Skool community, January 15th. I We made 10K per month in 10 days, 20K per month in 20 days. In 45 days, we made 50K per month. And then in 7 months, we did 100K and blah, 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 and so on and so forth. But I spent, was it at least 6 to 9 months prior to that, just building up the free community. So I was just doing YouTube videos and building out the free course. So that's what I would say that is best steps to start. It's just like start on YouTube, try to get videos that get views on YouTube for a target market, provide value, and then like your pitch in the videos is, oh, by the way, if you want to learn this, I can just create a free course. Boom, get them into a free course, teach them a part of the transformation for free, and then if they want the big transformation, you can say that there's a paid thing coming. And that comes back to how do you plan out the free course and the paid course, what should be in the free and what should be in the paid. All of that is coming in the course that I'm launching on November 15th, so definitely keep an eye out for that. But just like, I would just set a goal, like spend 3 months, 6 months just posting on YouTube 1 or 2 per week, setting up a free Skool community, just drive traffic to the free Skool community, build trust and credibility there, get people to really like what you do, really like you, really trust you, get more and more people in there. You could potentially use a tier thing, this thing that's coming to Skool, and maybe use some tiers. Maybe the free community even starts to generate some money. Then you can leverage that money to grow it even more. And then you basically, it becomes like your pre-launch strategy. It's like, so that when you do launch your paid, now you built a lot of trust and credibility on YouTube for 6 to 9 months, however, or 3 to 6, whatever you want to do. And you also have a free Skool community of people who just like, this free course was really really good, but now I've come from here to here, now I want to go the rest of the, like, how do I do that? And that's when you drop the paid one. And yeah, so that's really good. And then some people, I can already hear some objections of this, because people are like, nah, I don't want to do that, I want to make money fast, I want to make money now. And first of all, that doesn't really work. Like, and also, I believe that you make money faster by spending 3 to 6 months building up goodwill and trust with a free Skool, and then you launch the paid, and then you can make money fast if there's even a thing like that. Again, just look at what Hormozy did. Spent years doing free value, did over 100 million in like a day or two. Okay, cool. Smart move. Keep more of your money. Yes, okay, we're still in Florida. There's a lot of comments. Trying to keep up here. Start free group from Mexico City. That's cool. I'm curious on how you frame your offer for annual recurring revenue. Most want results fast. So how do you increase the perceived value if it's a year-long program? People want results yesterday. So yeah, so how you frame the offer for annual. I think just, I'm trying to just understand, so I answer your question correctly, exactly what it is they're looking for. Yeah, people want results fast. Okay, I see what you're saying. So if people are like, oh, is it going to take a year for me to get this outcome? First, okay, I see what you're saying. Well, you can always, you can't trust or promise people how long it's going to take them to get results, right? All you can really do is just like show we've helped all of those people and those people got those results, right? And then the program, you could say it's a 3 to 5 week program, but we have, you get access to all of our updates coming along. You get access to the community. So yes, it might take you 5 weeks to go through the program to implement everything, but to become better, whatever transformation it is, growing a business or becoming healthier or raising your kids or learning how to surf, yes, it will take you 5 weeks to like get the basics right or become a better golf player, whatever it is. But the journey really starts after the 5 weeks when you've gone through the program. After that, you will need most likely some coaching, most likely some help. It will be cool for you to be in a community with other people doing the same thing where you can ask questions and all of that, right? So that's that part. So I don't think that hinders anything. And then how you just position the offer is just taken out of Hormozy's book, $100 million offers, which is just like, it's 5 things. So it's scarcity. So if you want to do like a launch or something like that, you can have scarcity. You can have limited spots for a specific offer per month or how many people you're working with. Urgency is just like a time frame. The offer ends a certain date. You can have maybe a specific discount for a specific time frame. You could have bonuses, and then you could also have risk reversals. So you could have a conditional guarantee, which says that if you go through our program, implement all of the exercises, and you join 2 or 3 Q&A calls and you're still not happy, we'll refund you. Or you have an unconditional guarantee, which is if you buy it and you're not happy for whatever reason, within 2 weeks, we just give you your money back. Yeah, hopefully that makes sense, Francis. Florida is also the hub of the internet money. Yeah, I know that Florida, like a lot of people are in Florida, like athletes and stuff as well, because of the taxes and it's good weather and all of that. Um, yeah. And also it has a little bit of the vibe, like, the hustle bro culture or whatever. I'm not putting any judgment on it. Like, that's not necessarily what we want to do, but like we went to Miami now for the first time, me and the team, and we really, really liked it. Super cool place. It's very green, great weather, very nice people. I enjoyed it a lot. And Dylan, who's from San Diego, he said it's like pretty similar to San Diego. He liked it as well. Yeah, I'm in California. Florida's much better taxes. Yeah, it is. That's definitely a big reason why we're considering it a lot more. I love California though. San Diego is awesome, and Skool is obviously in LA. I want to make money from Skool by growing a YouTube channel with a strong audience. How many followers will I need to start? You don't need any followers. Like, you can just start, like, again, as we talked about before, I would start with the YouTube channel and a free community to build up trust and credibility and kind of build up the anticipation. And I know, Like if you're starting from scratch, like just me saying that, it's like, yeah, but like how do I actually do it? And that's why I'm building out this new free course now. It will literally teach everybody how to start with how to plan out the free and the paid for that matter as well, how to build the free and the paid if you want to do that, how to get traffic into the free with both organic and paid methods. And I will even show you guys how you can start to monetize in the free before you launch the paid. So I will teach a lot in the free. And then in the paid program, that will more so be for the people who want to scale the paid. They want to learn how to sell annual. Now you have to learn a little bit about sales, how to take calls, how to build out a team eventually with setters or with closers, more advanced traffic strategies. It's a lot. So it's going to be good. So good people to be around. Yeah, we have 50 people here. That's sick. Awesome. I love to see it. And we're gonna grow these live streams a lot bigger. Hopefully after November 15th, when we 50 people is sick, but I feel in the near future we're gonna have a lot of people on this live stream. So I can't wait for it. Florida every day. Hi everyone, I am handsome. I can see that, Siffer. You're super handsome actually. California is a much better place to live. Mr. Sister Max. Yeah, California. Yeah, a lot of people love California. It's really good weather. Scottsdale, Arizona is the best of both worlds. Yeah, I went to Scottsdale last year as well. Scottsdale, though, has a lot of golf courses, I hear, so that's really good. It becomes pretty hot, though. When we were there, it was really, really warm. But I really, really liked Scottsdale as well. I want to make money from Skool background. Okay, we already did that one. Chugio, Sedona would be the place. Yeah, Sedona would be the place to go, but Cali is way better. Florida, much better business. Yeah, Sedonia. It's Sedona, right? Or am I? Let's see here. Sedona. Yeah, I've been to Sedona. I actually went to. Matt Gray had a mastermind there last year, so we went to Sedona. Sedona was really, really cool as well. It was sick, and I like that place a lot. Cali, no bueno. The free course made me an easy warm lead for Duco to close my calls. Yeah, it's fire. Yeah, like it's really good. And I don't know what version of the free course you went through, Jackie, if it was the old one where you had a 7-hour free training, or if you went through our current one, which is like 1 hour and 50 minutes. Either way, just having something free to build trust and credibility is really, really good. And for you guys who want to build Skool communities as well, I think the best thing is to sell annual and learn how to sell annual. To combat churn, but then also learning how to build really good free communities. And again, I'm all I'm working on now is this new free course. It's going to be really, really good. Good morning. I would like to ask you about posting content between education and entertainment. Pure education content doesn't get views to get you sales, and entertainment doesn't get you sales. You know the loop. So, well, I do. Education content can get a lot of views. Like if we do, it can get a bunch. I would say most of the content on YouTube. I don't know though. It's a lot of entertainment as well. But there's a bunch of education content on YouTube. Like if we do, for example, YouTube free ecom course. Completely get. So here we have like how to start an e-commerce business. It's just 22 minutes. Free ecom course if you search for this. So this is on ecom, but let's see. Is this the search term? You know, this guy, for example. I know I saw this dude like, about a year ago. It's probably a bit more, like probably a year and a half or something. 5 million views. He basically the beginner's guide to dropshipping a year ago. Got 5 million views, and it's a 14-hour long training, which is insane. But the cool thing, and this is the same thing I did as well, right? So if we go to my channel, and if we just check the most viewed videos, it's literally my free training. It's only education, basically my most viewed ones. And the cool thing when you do, let's see here, if we can open this up again. The cool thing when you do this, right? So if we go back to the start, let's say you want to start Skool and make money with Skool, and you understand monthly, understand annual pricing, and you're like, okay, I'm going to spend 3 to 6 months, start a YouTube channel. I will start a free Skool community, and I will build a free course in here. And obviously, it's very important as well to figure out what the niche is. Like, who am I building the course for? What problem am I solving for them? And are people interested in it? The free course that I'm building now as well, again, getting released November 15th, if everything goes to plan, it's going to also focus a lot on the basics of the niche. Like, how do you select the niche? And how do you verify that the niche is going to work even before you launch it? And the best way to do that is to see, is anybody else doing this out there? Does anybody else have a free course, or not necessarily course? Does anybody else have a digital product out there that people are buying? Can I find somebody else who's doing what I want to do? Okay, yes, there is. All right. Does that same person also has a YouTube channel or some type of social media content that is also working really well on social media? If I can find that as well, check. That's really, really good. If I can verify, quote unquote, a competitor doing something that I'm trying to do, most people see that as a negative thing. I used to do that as well because we don't want competitors. But what's really good about that is that if you can find somebody else who's doing kind of what you want to do, and they're successfully selling something and they're successfully doing content about it, that's really good, because now when you launch it, you know that you have the chance for it to work. It's a lot better than you trying to do something completely new and unique that somebody else has never done before. Normally that doesn't work unless you're a very seasoned entrepreneur and you've done a lot of business before, and you kind of you're doing something new that you kind of know will work. But for most beginners, when we're starting, it takes a lot if you're going to just be able to do something completely new. So we just need to look at marketplace. Do they like, is there a market, a group of people who want to solve a problem? And if there is, most likely somebody else has already solved it before. And if we can find those, that's really good. So anyways, um, here, right? Um, so if we do the free course, you can also post it on YouTube. So that's what I did, right? I posted it here and I posted it on YouTube. So on Skool, there was like 10, 15 videos, whatever, like step-by-step training. I just took that free training and stitched it together into a 7-hour long video. And it's the most viewed video on my channel. And so that's a really good strategy. And to answer your question, like, yeah, and education, entertainment. So education, I think, is really, really good. If your target market wants education on the thing that you're teaching, again, look at competitors. And then entertainment, um, entertainment could either be just pure entertainment, where it's just crazy vlogs and, I don't even know what people are doing. Or it's also aspirational content, right? That's also a big thing. Hermosi talks about that a lot. Gary Vaynerchuk talks about it a lot as well, or Hermosi has a quote on a recent training he did where he said that branding in 2026 and beyond will be documenting and creating aspirational, no, yeah, branding in 2026 will be documenting and creating content that shows aspirational achievements for target avatar. I'm paraphrasing that. That's a bad paraphrase. But basically what he's saying is that if your target avatar is this and they want to get to here, right? Or they are here and they want to get to here rather, if you can show them that you have what they want, right? So for example, if somebody can't ride a bike and you create content of somebody that, hey, look at me, I can actually ride a bike, that's good, because now they see that you do it, right? And you can create aspirational content around that. That's the aspirational achievement they want. Or if people want to start e-commerce businesses and you can show that, hey, I'm actually documenting how I'm running a successful e-commerce business, that's aspirational kind of entertainment documenting content. So I think it's really good to create aspirational content documenting what you're doing that shows that you're here and you want to get to here. Like, look, I am here and I've helped other people get here. Aspirational content. I think that's really good with the mix with educational content as well. Hopefully that makes sense. That went off on a rant there. What would you choose for your community to be? Monthly payment, for example, $90 per month, or annual payment for $9.90, and why? I would definitely do annual, but also a lot of people think that and because of the churn, as we talked about before, right? If you're solving the transformation for people if you have a really bad course selling monthly, you will turn a lot of customers, right? They will come in month one, they're like, oh, this is super bad course, I'm gonna leave. But also, if you have a really, really good course, if you have the best course in the world, you will also turn customers really fast. Because let's say somebody wants to become a scratch golf player, or let's say somebody want to become the best golf player in the world, and I have a course with 100% success rate that teaches people how to become the best golf player in the world very quickly, they wouldn't be a best anymore. Anyways, if somebody can watch a video in my course, become the best golf player in the world after watching one video, guess what? I'm also going to churn customers very quickly because they're going to go in, watch one video, become the best golf player in the world. And go, oh, nice. I got it for $90. I'm out. So I think annual is the best way to go about it. But you don't have to, like in the beginning, you don't have to sell the annual super, super high ticket. If you're just starting out, maybe you sell your annual for $400 and then you increase it to 800 and then to 1,000, and then you start to get some testimonials, have some results, and build some confidence. Now you can sell it for 1,500 and then for 2,000. So even let's say you're selling it for 90 and you have a 20% or like a 25% churn, which is pretty good on Skool, then you're losing a customer every 4 months, right? So that means if you sell it for 100, your lifetime value of that customer is like $400. Even if you sell it your annual pricing for 450 or 500, you're making more money and you're making it up front. The downside with selling annual, though, I don't even see it as a downside, is that you have to do calls or sales calls. And a lot of people are scared of sales calls. But here's how I'd like to think of it. When you sell that customers, even if you do it without a sales call, you will still have to speak with your customers inside of your course. So like doing sales calls is just like talking with the customer before they buy. And also, if you don't like doing sales calls, you can always find somebody else who can do the sales calls for you. And then in the beginning, they can only work on commission. So yes, 57 people here. I like to see it. Awesome. Welcome, guys. I'm trying to keep up with the comments here. I currently have a free community with 85 members. When do you know it's the right time to launch a paid community? And how do you convert people into the paid? Really good question, Chris. So if you would ask this to Sam Ovens, to Sam on Skool Games, he would say this. He would say, you launch the paid when people ask for it. And it's a really good answer. So when you start to get people into your free and they go through your free course, either people are like, hey, Chris, I completed your free one. I loved it. What do I do now? Like, I've learned how to solve X, Y, and Z problem, but now I have all of these other problems. And either you help me with it, Chris, or I'm going to go to somebody else and learn it. That's why it's really good to be able to transcend customers as well, or send them to different products. Because let's say I join your program, Chris, and you teach me to go from here to here, and I loved it, and you gave it to me for free. But now I'm here and I want to get to here. And if you don't have a product for me that I can buy from you to solve that, and I would love to buy it from you because your free stuff was really good, but if you don't have that, I'm just going to go and find somebody else and pay them the money instead. So thank you, Chris. You taught me for free. I love you for that. But you don't take me to the next step. So I'm going to go and buy that from Sarah over here or John over there, right? So when do you know how to launch the paid? You kind of know because people are either asking for it, and you can also sense it. It sounds weird, but you can kind of sense it. Okay, I've built up this. You can sense the demand is there. You can be like, yeah, you sense it. So now 85 members, that's really, really good. I don't know how long that's taking you, Chris. I would just set a timeline of like, I'm going to do this for 3 months or 6 months or 9 months, whatever it is. And I'm just going to build up a lot of goodwill in there and build up a lot of demand. And then when you do launch the paid, you can do that. And how would you then convert people into the paid? I would do an annual offer. I would do an annual Skool offer, and I would have a book a call funnel. I would jump on calls with people. I would do a really good offer, and I would sell them that. And you can pre-launch the paid as well. I taught this to someone who did this. He was really good at running an agency. He wanted to sell a course on how he he had scaled his own agency. And this guy knew a lot. Like, I just guided him on how to do certain things, but by no means necessary that I like was the sole secret behind his success. Not at all. But I taught him just like, here's how you should do it, like a system, and it basically pre-selling it. So he had built up some demand because he was sharing a lot of free value on YouTube mainly. He had like 4,000 YouTube subs, I think 2,000 on Instagram, and maybe some email list, and people knew him in the space. And then he did a pre-launch of his paid course. It wasn't even built yet. So he just set up a funnel, started some retargeting ads, and started pre-selling people. And he made $150,000 in contracted value in 3 weeks and $50,000 in cash collected in 3 weeks without even having the paid course built. So that's also a strategy to do. Like, you build up demand in the free, and then you pre-launch or pre-sell the paid even before it's built. So that's how you can do it quick. And you do that with the book a call funnel. And yeah, so that's what we teach our customers how to do as well. Just build up demand in a free, and then you pre-sell into the paid. And then when you know that you pre-sold it successfully, then you can start to build out the paid. And the final thing I will say about this, because a lot of people will now think, oh, that sounds scary. I don't want to do pre-selling because that's scary, right? And it is. But you're very upfront with it. So here's how I recommend that you do it. Build up the demand in the free. Then you set up a book a call funnel to sell the paid. And then you tell them on the call. So you've gone through the free, you really liked it. In the paid one, I helped you go from here to here. In the paid one, I will take you from where you are right now to here. Are you interested? They will say, yes, I really want that. Okay, cool. So here's the thing though. I haven't built out this course yet. It's going to be 5 modules. I can show you what the 5 modules are going to be. Here's the course. It's planned out, but it's not built yet. The first module of the paid course will be done in 3 weeks from now, or 2 weeks from now, or 4 weeks from now, whatever it is. And because it's not built yet, I'm pre-selling this offer for 20% off or 33% off or whatever it is. So instead of paying $2,000 for it, I will give you a 25% discount and you will get it for $1,500, right? And or 20%. So what is that? 200? Yeah, around $1,500. So let's say you get 25% off, and so you get a discount, but you have to wait 3 weeks until week 1 is done, and then after that, a week after that, module 2 will be out. A week after that, module 3, and so on and so forth. And I only have 10 spots. So that's basically how you can pre-sell it. And it's really good because now you verify that people actually want to buy your course before you build it. So you don't spend a bunch of time building a paid course you might not even know that people want to buy. Yes. Primal boxing. If I created a Skool community teaching beginners how to start YouTube channels, would it be better to charge high ticket or low ticket? So think about it like this. I feel like low ticket and high ticket is I see what you're saying. I just wanna define the words, because low ticket and high ticket, somebody scares people off because they think high ticket is more advanced and harder to do. So I'm gonna start with low ticket. A better way to put it is like, should you sell it with a monthly price or with an annual price? And because then with annual, if you decide to go annual, which is what I recommend, you can still start with a lower ticket annual, right? So maybe your annual is, let's say your annual price should be $2,000 or $1,500 or $5,000, whatever it is. Let's say $2,000. Let's say that's kind of what you think it's worth, and you see other people selling it for. Then you could start selling it for $500. So you could sell annual with a lower ticket to start to get some customers in, and then you can increase it over time as you get more confidence and more testimonials and some success stories and such. So I would recommend selling annual, but you can start with a little bit lower ticket annual, and then you can increase it over time. Hopefully that makes sense. Arda, Max, someone asked to be on your sales team last time, so I wanted to go for it too. I would love to be an admin for your Skool communities. I've been on Skool for 2.5 years now. Who should I DM for that? So Arda, I think you're already in contact with Dylan. And now when we're rebuilding the course, we might actually need some more admins or what do you call it, like moderators and stuff. And you also won one of our most recent contests in there. So, and I know that you're very, very active on Skool and in our community as well. I am also, Arda, by the way, I joined your community because I'm gonna pay you $600 for when you won. So I think you can just DM me from your Skool community if I'm not mistaken. So you can just reach out to me, and also, but I think Dylan would be the guy to talk to, and I think you've been in conversation with him as well. So I would do that. Homeschooling rocks. Yes, a lot of people love that. Homeschooled. Yeah, like forever. Whoever it was in the homeschooling niche, like a lot of people love it. It's probably a lot of other people like it as well. It's probably a good idea to teach people how to do it. Is it better to have paid admins in the community or compensate them as affiliate plus a bonus? So if you have a free community, Geo, I think in the beginning when you start a free, right, you can just moderate it yourself. As it grows bigger, you will have some people in your free community that are very active. And either you can, like a lot of people on Skool just ask people, hey, I see that you're very active in here. Would you like to become an admin and just help out? And, if you look at Twitch streamers, for example, that have big Twitch streams, a lot of the people on moderators there, none of them are getting paid. They just love the creator and love what they're doing, and they just do it for free. So that's one way to go about it for a free community. Or you could hire somebody and pay them. Like, let's say you see somebody there is really, really active and helping out a lot, right? But if people really like you and what you're standing for, and people are already active in there, for a free community, I see a lot of people just having moderators in there who want to help out, or you pay some of them as well as the business grows or whatever, right? For a paid community, though, normally what happens is that you're the entrepreneur, you start a paid Skool community. And in the beginning, everything is very manageable because you're like wearing all of the hats, right? You're creating content, you're built out your free community, you are active in the free community, you're doing all of the promotions and posts and emails, and maybe running some retargeting ads, and then keeping up with the content again, and then you doing Q&A calls, like you're doing everything. And then as things grows, you're like, oh, like there's a lot of admin stuff now, like responding to people and doing this and inviting people and making sure we have all of these assets and blah 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 in place. So like the first hire I did into my paid Skool community was, you can call it an operator, or you can call it an executive assistant, or a community manager, whatever you want to call it. And that was the first hire I did, which is like, I have all of this admin stuff going on. Please just take that off my plate and you do that. So that's Dylan on our team. He is like an executive assistant, operator slash doing a lot of stuff. He's doing a lot. He's really, really good. And then after that was sales reps. So, and for how you compensate a community manager, I would say give them a base pay for the work they're doing as the admin. And then also, it's really good if you can have, if they also can do some sales for you, for example. So if you hire a community manager who also knows sales, now they can manage the community for you and do sales. So there's like a replica of you in the beginning, because as the entrepreneur, you're doing sales and you're operating and you're managing and you're writing and like you're doing everything. So it's like finding a copy of yourself. If that makes sense. Imran Ali, do you think tiers are going to be a thing for people to sell high ticket offers like yourself, or is it going to be more beneficial for low ticket people? So I think tiers in free communities will be very interesting, and I already touched upon it a little bit earlier in the stream. But it's going to open up some very, very interesting doors, and I'm going all in on it for our free community, building out a banger course. We're also going to have some really cool systems in our free community, with some really cool contests and all of that. And I'm also going to teach all of that, how I do it. And you guys will see what it looks like. And so, yeah, I think this freemium thing will not be a good way as your main product. Might be, though, for some people. In my case, when we're selling annual as our main product, I think using freemium for us is, or I know the plans that we have, the freemium for like a free community, to having it as a lead generation tool or trust building community or whatever you want to call it, it's going to be really good for that. So to answer your question, probably both, but I know for a fact that it will help with annual and higher ticket as well. Jesse, thank you. Glad you liked the answer. What is your best way to collect testimonials and promote them? Okay, this is a really good question. So here's why a free community is so good as well. I can give two examples. If you have a free community, if you have a really, really, really good free community and a really good free course, which is not just informational, but actually transformational, so that when somebody joins your free course, you're actually giving them actionable free value. So, and that's actionable is a keyword there, right? Value is a lot more valuable if it's actionable, right? If I just do a video that's informational, you can take it in. You're like, oh, that was cool. But if I do a video and I give you worksheets and I tell you click by click how to do something and it's actionable, it's even more valuable. So if you have a really, really good free course that is actionable and people start here and they go through transformation, and after transformation, they're like, oh, this was sick. This was really, really good, because it was actually a good course. Then you can just ask them, hey, if you like this free course, the least thing you can do, tell your friends about it. And also, if you want to, leave us a Trustpilot review or go here and leave a short video testimonial. Yes, it's a testimonial for a free course, but it's still a testimonial for you and the value that you're bringing that you can then show on the front end. So that's why having a free community is also really, really good. And you can leverage those free testimonials later when you're then promoting your paid. Is it testimonials for a paid offer? No. But is it testimonial for you and your free course? You've already created a banger free course that you haven't charged for, right? And people loved it. So you can be like, people went through our free course and they loved it like this. And people also got this results from going through our free course. If our free course are getting those testimonials and good reviews, imagine what our paid will be, right? So, and you don't have to say that, but people will understand that. And also in your paid one, a really good way to get testimonials for a paid offer is, first of all, if you see somebody post a win in your paid community, or just like, hey, congratulations, this is sick, I would love to jump on a call with you. Is it okay if we just do a quick interview and I can use that as a testimonial? A lot of people say yes. Another way you can do it that I see a lot of people do in paid communities and paid courses is you have customers in your paid course and they love it, hopefully. And then you tell them that I'm going to redo this paid course now because we've learned a lot for the past 6 months or 12 months. And I want to update the paid course. I'm going to come out with a new paid course. It's going to be really, really good. I'm going to teach you X, Y, and Z. If you want access to this course, since you're already one of our customers, you will not have to pay for it. But if you want free upgrade to the new course that I'm building, leave us a testimonial. Just leave us a review, leave us a testimonial, and we will give you a free upgrade to the new version of the course that's coming out. That's another way to do it. Sam Ovens did that back in the day for consulting. I've done that as well, and it works like a charm. And it's a no-brainer. It's like, I'm updating the product for you guys, and if you want it for free, just leave us a word here by going to Trustpilot to write it in, or leave a video testimonial, and that would be sick. And you can position it however you want to. Like, you will get the course no matter what, but if you really like the previous one, would mean the world if you will get it for free anyways, but leave a testimonial if you want. Yeah. Opinion on freemium. What are your non-financial goals? Okay, opinion on freemium. I think it's going to be really, really good. And yes, and we will have more on that in my free course coming out and all of that. And you guys will see how we use it. And we already talked about it quite a bit. And then what are your non-financial goals? When people start out in entrepreneurship, it's always about the money because, like, when I started, right, I was stuck in a job that I didn't like. I was working in a warehouse. I knew that I didn't want to go back to school because I was like, I didn't feel right. I didn't enjoy it. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to try and figure out this thing, how to make money online. And in the beginning, you just do something that will make you enough money to escape the traditional way of earning your money, right? And that's still the happiest day to my life. When I actually got paid, I started working for somebody else. I got paid $3,000 per month after tax. And that was the happiest day of my life. I knew, like, oh, I can actually wake up and work from home now, doing something I actually enjoy. That was Amazon affiliate marketing back then. That was the happiest day of my life, still to this day. It was huge. And then you start to earn more money, and normally what happens is that you just start something to earn money no matter what, and then you earn some money, and then you're like, okay, now I'm earning money, but I'm doing it in a way I don't enjoy this thing. In my case, I started a marketing agency and I was helping roofers, and I was like, I love the people, I love the roofers and the contractors. I really like them as human beings, but I've never been on a roof. I don't like roofing. So then you try to figure out how to make money in a way that you actually enjoy, right? And then when you eventually you end up making money in a way that makes good money and that's scalable, that gives you the time and location freedom that you want, and that, yeah, so you're just checking the boxes. I like it. It's a good business model, and I make good money from it. Check. Once you started doing that, then you start to think even deeper, like, what am I actually trying to achieve? What am I actually trying to do? So honestly, to be completely honest with you, that's where I am right now with the course. Like, what is the impact I want to have? Like, for example, what I see with online education and courses, you see Sam Ovens and Alex Samosa with Skool. You see Gary Vaynerchuk and you see Stephen Bartlett, for example, investing into Standstore. You see Iman Gadji in WAP. Like, you see all of these platforms growing. and it's all about online education, right? And it's a growing industry. It's going to be absolutely massive. You also see AI, the AI revolution that's coming. If you guys have been maybe watching some of Stephen Bartlett's podcasts, he interviews a lot of very interesting AI people, like the godfather of AI. I'm not remembering his name right now, but AI is going to change the world in a big, big, big way. And it's both very interesting, but it's also very scary. A lot of people are talking about how the wealth gaps will just grow bigger and bigger, and it will be a scary time, I think, for a lot of people. And I feel like the goal that I want to have with course, and a big reason why we're going to start giving away a lot of more free value in our free community, is because I want to be able to I want to impact more people and help more people to be able to get into this industry of online education and do it for free. I would just want to not only help the people who already know that they want to build a course. We call them the builders. The builder, so we have starters, builders, and scalers. The starters are people out there who are just starting out from scratch. That's the starters. The builders are people who might already have a business, but now they want to build a course and go into courses. And then you have the scalers. Those are the people who already have a course, but they want to scale it further. Mainly right now, we've been able to help the builders and the scalers. Some starters as well, but I want to be able to inspire more people that they could or should share their knowledge or information online and actually make a living out of it. And instead of working on a day job and work paycheck to paycheck as I used to do, actually help them to, like, you can actually start your business. And I think one of the best, if not the best business model you can get into is selling information or selling transformations with online courses. So it's more so with that now. And I think it would be super cool to build like a really, really good free course that impacts and helps a lot of people for free. Yes, that's a rant. Okay. Of those 5 free to paid conversion mechanisms, which are the highest converting one? I feel like I've exhausted to CTA to book a kickoff call and be doing DM, email, webinar. Which post gets bookings? Yes, so you're basically, just to highlight for everybody else what we're talking about. So if I share my screen, if we go here, so he's basically saying, right, like he's been testing a lot of these ones. He's been posting, doing webinars, sending DMs and emails, like which one of these works the best? Well, these are just mechanisms, right? So if you're doing all of these ones, that's really good. That's just the step one. It's just like continue, try to reach more people out there, with either with organic or with paids, and get them into your free, build trust and credibility in the free, and then you can use different tactics or mechanism to then promote them to book a call, right? So if you're doing all of these, like which one of them are the best? I would say all of them are really good. I wouldn't say like, none of them are necessarily better than all of them, but if you're not doing some of them, you should do all of them, right? It's more so than like, how do we get people to go from the free one into the paid? I think a really, probably the biggest thing to do it, if I stop sharing again, it's just planning, right? It's like my free one takes them from here to here, and when they get to here, do they really want to get further from here to here? So it more so goes back to the basics, like what problem am I solving? And when I'm solving a portion of the problem for free, do they want to continue and solve the rest of the problem? And obviously, we want to make sure that they do. But it all comes down to, again, just the pure basics. Like the market is here, they want to get to here, and they're willing to pay for the transformation. If you're in a business or in a market or in a niche, whatever you want to call it, that is solving a problem or helping them go through transformation that they really, really want to solve, and they really, really, and they're willing to pay money for it. If you do a portion of it for free, and they really love that and they want to get the rest, that's probably what I would focus on first. Like just the basics. Do I offer a transformation that they really want? And then I would just continue doing those conversion mechanisms as you're doing. Can you optimize the offer a bit more? Can you talk with the marketplace a bit more to figure out what it actually is that they really want to do? If you look at Sam, for example, with Skool, he jumps on calls with people on Schoolers or people who use the Skool platform multiple days during the week. Now I think in his building, I've been on, I don't know, maybe 10 calls with Sam where he's just like showing me what he's planning and getting my feedback on it. And he's doing that with a lot of people. Yes, hopefully that answers your question. Just do all of them, but yeah. Miles, let's go. Yeah, we have a lot of people here today. It's really cool. 51 people. And we're going to increase it by a lot more very soon. By free communities, by the way. Perfect. I came from teaching people to sell high ticket in person. So know the offer works. Thank you. Okay, that's really good. That's really, really good. Nice. I'm so way behind on the chat. I'm trying to keep up with everything. Have a system that collects them from any winning membership, big and small. Have a simple process. Testimony. Okay, cool. And then Ryan as well. Sup, chat. Miles, hi, bro. What's up, Ryan? Also, Ryan, thank you for the recommendation I got from you for that person, that Swedish dude. Even though we're going to have tiers, would you separate the free from the paid community? So essentially, it's two-step community. Yes, I would not mix your paid and your free in one. For your main offer, that is, because especially if you're selling annual, and let's say you're selling it, even if you're selling an annual for like say $500 or $1,000, people who invest money, it's value in having them with other people who've invested money, because you are putting them in a separate bubble in a way. So which guards them from, in the free, you can have some spam, you can have people there who might not that interested. You have people in the free who are very interested and are super cool people, and obviously and all of that, but you also get some spam accounts, you also get some people who are not that serious, and you also get a lot more posts. So if you have a bunch of posts, the real valuable post might get missing. So it's just value in putting the paid members in a separate community. It's a smaller, but it's only with paid members. They can learn to that the quality of the member is higher because they've invested money, right? And it's also less people, so it's less post and there's no spam. So I think it's better to just have paying members in a separate one and then have the free ones in the free one. And then you can use the freemium model still to monetize the free in a cool way, which we're going to talk more about in the free course coming out. But yes, I would definitely do two separate. So we have some, you're going freemium plus speedrun. Let's go. Two, you can get them organically in Zoom calls. We can ask members about their experience and so on. Yeah, so that was just an answer, I think. Somebody else questioned. Do you recommend just having one main link on social to drive all traffic to the free, or call or book a call? I currently have a low ticket offer, which I'm struggling to let go of. Would you recommend go all in on high ticket? Again, yeah, I think you wrote this question before I talked about that, right? But instead of saying high ticket and low ticket, annual and monthly, right? But yeah, if you say high ticket, I assume it's like you're selling a little bit higher ticket annual access. Would you recommend having links? Yeah, let me share this. So if we do this again, right? In your organic, I think it's like if you do this free course, as we've talked about previously on this live stream as well, right? When you do your free course in here, let's say it's 5 hours long or 7 hours long in my case. I took this free course and I posted it on YouTube as well. So in some YouTube videos, I'll link to the free community, or in my YouTube videos, I'll link to the free course on YouTube. So I'm making a lot of YouTube videos linking to the free course. So now, Iman Gadget called it like the flywheel VSL. You're basically making YouTube videos to bring traffic to another YouTube video. And then that YouTube video is like pitching people, right? So how I'm going to do it, I'm building out this free course. It is on Skool. I'm also taking that free course, putting it on YouTube. If they do watch the free course on YouTube, I prompt them to join the community as well, because in there you get bonuses and the worksheets and everything else, right? So, but then I'm doing other YouTube videos, right? So I'm making YouTube videos here that links to this YouTube video, if that makes sense. So bring traffic into here, but then also some YouTube videos might just link directly to the booking page, right? There's no right or wrong. So most YouTube videos link to the free course. Some of them link here. Your question is specifically like the one link on your profile on YouTube. I would probably do that to your free course, honestly. Because here's what you can do as well, which most people overlook. You can also run retargeting ads. So even if you link the one social to your book a call page, let's say, or if you link it to your free course, you can still, that's probably what I'd recommend. Link them to your free course, get them in here, build trust and credibility, get them as a lead, and then you use retargeting ads to then retarget them to your actual book and call page. And retargeting, a lot of people are sleeping on retargeting. A lot of people are not doing retargeting. Even people who make a lot of money don't do retargeting. Why? Because some of them don't even know that you can do it. And a quick training on retargeting. I think most of you guys in here know what it is. If you don't, I can just show you the concept real quick. Okay, this is a good image. So you have a user and they visit your website, but this could also be they visit your YouTube page, or they watch a YouTube video, or they visit your Instagram page, or your TikTok page, or your LinkedIn page, whatever it is. They interact with you somehow, somewhere online, right? Then they leave, right? So, like, they visit your website, but they don't book a call, let's say, or they visit your Skool community, but they don't join. Then you can identify those people and just like, oh, these 500 people visited my Skool about page this month. So, hey, Mr. Facebook or Mr. Instagram or YouTube, please show an ad to every single person who's been to my YouTube or to my Skool about page for the past 6 months, and then you bring them back with an ad. So every single person watches your YouTube videos, or every single person watches your Skool or your website or whatever it is, you can then show them ads specifically, right? And then bring them to wherever you want to bring them to. So doing organic to your free, and then use retargeting to promote either the free again or the retargeting to promote your book call page is really, really, really powerful. So Bronson of you with the 2 comma in the back, Max. So Bronson of you, yeah, I got this one a long time ago. I have kept it. Right now, I'm living with my parents because I'm moving to the US, and I sold my apartment. I'm in the process of getting a visa. I live in a cabin at my parents on my parents' house. So that's where I put it. I like the 2 comma club one. I think it's cool. I also got the Skool trophy. That one's cool as well. But then that one is actually with Dylan right now in his apartment. Pitch them something. What is the worst way to approach a client to pitch them something? Probably the hardest way to do it, not necessarily the worst, but the hardest way is to coach or pitch to somebody who's completely cold. You haven't given them any value yet, and just pitching them out of the cold. That's probably the hardest way to do it, which is why free communities are so good. Miles Jones is here. Yes. The worst way, booking a sales call with them pretending to be interested in their stuff. Okay. Let's see. Just kidding. Let's look at it. Let's see what we have here. Miles, you're giving me PTSD. We have some fun stuff going in the chat. I like it. Shut up, it's me. So I'm having trouble with ideas about calling my one-on-one branding storytelling service. I'm trying to think of templates and a formula that mass audience can leverage and plug into. It's so personal. What to call my one-on-one branding storytelling service? I'm trying to think of templates and a formula that mass audience can leverage and plug into. It's so personal. I would love to get some more. I'm scrolling through the chat here. I would love to get some more context on that. What you mean, like what to call it. Let's see if I can think of something. Just how not necessarily a name, but could you, like, who, for example, who are you helping one-on-one branding and storytelling service with? Like, is it people who are coaches or consultants? Is it people who sell courses? Is it people on Skool? Like, and then you can play around with that. I think it would be cool to maybe hone this in directly to a specific target market. Also to give like another, I don't know if this is relevant to you, but how to build a brand. If you guys on this live stream haven't seen this video, it's a really, really good one. This guy, right? Caleb, he used to work with Alex Ramosi on the team, and he also used to work with Gary Vaynerchuk. And he, guess what he did? So he created his first video, or second video, was how to build a personal brand, full course, 6.5 hours. Why do you think he created a free course 6.5 hours on YouTube? Well, because it builds trust and credibility, and he generates a bunch of leads to his agency. We help bold entrepreneurs scale personal brands that convert. So I don't know if you haven't checked this one, you who taught or who asked this question, you didn't put your name in it, but I would definitely check out Caleb. He's really, really good. And I would look at how he is positioning his service. And again, take inspiration from this. You know, he posted his free course on YouTube, which is obviously really good. But if he would have put this into like a Skool community, I think that would have been even more powerful. The way Caleb generated leads from this, though, is that, you know, you have your training here, which is really good. And then free workbook. So if you want the workbook to go along with this training, you went to his website and access your workbook. Boom. Now he has lead generation going. So he did it with a landing page and just got name and emails to generate leads on his email list. So now he can advertise through the email list as well, right? I just think it's so much more powerful to get, instead of getting that resource in just a download page like this, you can get it in a free Skool community, because now you have people in the free Skool community where you have the course in there, you have all of the resources, you can do posts in here, you can basically run your email list from here, you can promote webinars here, you can DM people, and you can also build an email list to email otherwise as well. And everybody else in the community also can interact with other people, and you can do contests, you can do giveaways, and you also now increase your chances for ranking higher on Skool discovery, which is another way to get even more traffic. So it's really good. All right, and where were we? We were like here somewhere. Yeah, here. Okay. Need to go all in, creating mini courses for generating income online, covering income ideas, mindset, personal growth, affiliate marketing, etc. Free community for beginners, and annual for advanced. Absolutely. That's the plan. Create a really banger free course, and then you can have an annual offer for the people on one advanced. I think that summarizes this live stream very well. I'm gonna jump in now, cross the garden here to my wonderful parents, and I'm gonna get a dinner for free prepared for me. I'm gonna eat a wonderful dinner this weekend, and really squeeze out the time with my parents before I leave for the US. Thank you all for joining the live stream. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe, join our free community as well, and save the date, November 15th. We're planning on a really, really good course, and it's gonna be free, and it's gonna be really, really good. Skool to the moon. Thank you guys for joining. Let us know if you have any questions. Take care and have a great weekend, and get some great dinner tonight as well. Let's do it.